Hi, everyone. Welcome to Peterson Wealth Services Point of View. My name is Shaun Peterson. Good to have you today. I thought I would address a topic that we get a lot of questions about, and it's how do I get started investing for my kids or grandkids? What steps should I be taking as a parent or grandparent? And I think that's important. And as you know, we do a lot of financial literacy education with our annual financial boot camp that we host up at Weber State, where we're teaching basics of investing and how to grow your money and how to prepare and become financially independent. Because the best thing that young investors have is their age. They have time ahead of them, and they just have so much more time for their money to compound over the years. So it's important to get started early. Again, we get asked questions about this all the time. And today I'm going to talk about two different account types. The first one I'll start off with is probably more commonly known. It's a 529 education savings plan. It's a great account. It's specifically supposed to be used for higher education expenses. And higher education doesn't just mean college anymore. It can be trade school, it can be beauty school. You can pay for tuition, obviously, any fees, books, room and board. I mean, it's pretty broad on what you can use the funds for. But the benefit of the 529 plan is it's kind of treated like a Roth IRA. You put money into the account, and it can be via a gift or maybe a kid has savings or something like that. But anyways, money goes into the account and it gets invested. And usually they have a menu of different mutual funds available for investment purposes. Now, once it's invested, it grows over time. And as you take distributions from this account, as long as they're qualified, so again, for those expenses that we're talking about, it comes out tax free. So the best part of this account is if you start early and you can get all this growth inside the account and then start using it for college or trade school, beauty school, esthetician school, whatever it is, just higher education, all that growth comes out tax free. That's awesome. Also, you get to control the account. So it will have an account owner, and that's usually a parent or a grandparent. And then there's a listed beneficiary, and that's usually the kid or the grandkid, whoever it may be, niece, nephew, doesn't really matter. And if they don't use the funds, or maybe they're not going to go to school, or they're going to receive a scholarship and don't need it, you can transfer that account to a different beneficiary within the family. Or maybe they didn't use all of the funds, they went to school and there's extra left, they could use it for their kid, or maybe if they're going to go on for a master's program or something like that. Or a new law came out where you can start converting that account into a Roth IRA. So it's a very flexible account. Now, say you don't end up using it for education and the beneficiary wants to take out the funds and use it for something else. There is you're going to pay taxes on the gain, and you're also going to pay a 10% penalty on the gain that comes out of those accounts. So it really is more targeted for higher education expenses. But again, we promote those, and we think they're great, especially the younger you are for a person to get started with these accounts, the better. A lot of times, I used to give for people that had a new baby. My gift was, hey, here's a 529 brochure. You should start an account right now for this newborn of yours, and just you can contribute to it monthly, annually, however you would like. The other option for kids and grandkids to get started investing, and this is if they're not of age. So let's just say 18. It's different in all states, but let's say 18. You can open up a UTMA account, so a uniform transfer to a minor's account. Now, the difference here is instead of you getting that tax-free growth, it's taxed as you go. And don't let that make it so you don't want this type of account. If you're getting taxed, it's because your money has grown. So it's, my opinion, a lot better than a savings account. Again, money goes into the UTMA account. Now it's irrevocable. You can't take it back out. It is now that beneficiaries or the child's account once they become of age. So you not as much control on this account, but money goes in, it gets invested, and you're really open to the investment world. It could be mutual funds, it could be individual stocks, it could be bonds, whatever, the risk tolerance is or the goal for the account is, you really have a wide variety of options with your investment choices there. Now, these funds can be used for anything. It could be for a wedding. I've seen them used for missions. I've seen them used for down payment on a home. I mean, ideally, you would like to keep it in there um, until retirement age, and then the beneficiary can use those funds for their own retirement. So difference is with those, less control for the owner. They have to turn it over to the kid when they become an adult, but more open for usage. It doesn't have to just be for higher education. One more account I'll throw in there, if possible, if you have a minor child that's working and they have earned income, they're very likely eligible for a Roth IRA contribution. If you can start getting money into a Roth IRA at a very young age, it's similar to the 529 where it grows and you don't owe taxes on it. And then once you hit 59 and a half, you can start pulling money out of it tax free. So just imagine, if a 15-year-old started a Roth IRA and left it in there all the way to 59 and a half or 65 traditional retirement age, we're talking 50 years of compounding growth. And if they continue to add to that, you have a big pool of money there that's going to be tax free to them. So we help set up all these different types of accounts for our clients and their kids and grandkids all the time. Just want to spend a little bit of time educating you on those and letting you know they're available here at Peterson Wealth Services. If you have any additional questions or would like more information on these accounts, please let us know here at the team and we'll get back to you. Thanks for tuning in.